I think we're live.
I think we're live finally. I
I hope
finally
so.
found out how to push the button.
And thank you, everybody, for sticking it out.
Yes, thank you. Thank you so much. Oh, yeah. Oh, first it was the internet, and then it was the restream. Oh, hey, Jeff. Hey, Paula. Good to see you, dear. I've been getting ready for those Olympics. I really have. Ready for those Olympics. Hey, Elfish. Hey, nerd. Hey, Grace. Oh, how you been doing today, nerd?
Not too bad, not too bad. That Fish Club meeting, and I think it went well. In fact, in the
That-
audience, good friend of mine, hopefully a future guest panelist, Randy, is here. I told him to come check out our stream. So here we are.
Yep, here we are. Doing everything. I do. I swear, I have fish in my tank. I really do. I really do have fish in there.
And I do too. Uh,
And hopefully, I can get them. I can get them to come out. I got them a treat for tonight. It's been a while since they've, had this kind of treat. So if I can get it open, and of course, it's melty so now. So
oh, get the little fish in that tank are doing their job. Here's the big female.
oh yeah, it is. Your tank is looking nice and tanniny.
Lots of leaves. Lots of leaves. So that I added 6 little sparkling moramis. Figured
Oh
that
heck
if
yeah.
nothing else, they would work as a little bridge. Maybe you can bring the Lubra out every now and then, and it seems to be kind of working.
Cool.
They are cute little critters, which I kind of wanted for a little while and had the opportunity, so I went to it. We walked over and throw a little food in, see who can get up front.
Yeah, Jen, I am getting there. My nose has finally started draining. I don't feel like I'm fully congested in my head anymore. So I'm starting to feel better. Oh, I see some of your other fishies now. They're in the back there. There they are. Hey, Teresa. And we have Rob here too. Hey, we got a room full of Jeffs. Oh, so
Uh, have
I
them start drawing numbers. You have 1 through 7.
I went by my local PetSmart earlier because I wanted to pick up some bloodworms for my fish. Um, and so I get there and they had they had some cubes and they had two flat packs. And I was like, well, I'll just get the flat packs because there's more in there, bigger bang for your buck. And they were on sale for $6.99, right? So I'm like, cool. So I get up there and they don't ring up $6.99. They ring up $8.99. And I'm like, wait, that's not the price. So the manager comes up there and adjusts it and gives them to me for $2.
That is a great deal.
Yeah, I was like, man, I should have got like 3 packs of those. I was like, dang. So we're about to have some really happy angels here in just like a half second. They're gonna be like, what in the world is this in our tank? Oh, now you're gonna ignore them. Like, what is that?
Well, once they realize what it is, you, you just spoiled them for life.
Oh, like that? That one realized
Yep.
real quick what that was.
When something comes into the
That's the
tank like
plant,
that, it's
buddy.
one of
That's
two things.
the plant.
It could be food or it is food.
Now it's all on your guys' plant there. It's trying to eat the plant.
They will get it. They won't be shy about it.
The gropes always help, Jen. The gropes always help. Look, I can't throw more. They're waiting for me to put more in the tank now, I think. Y'all are just being greedy now. Go get
Well,
those.
first of all,
You know where they're at. They're over there. It's like you see that.
they
You see
are
there's
getting
something on there.
big.
Go take a bite. They are getting big. They're getting real big. Oh, let me there.
Or
Now
the
do you see
stream,
something's going
but
on?
I knew little ones were all out and stuff. Now they're any place but.
Y'all are being real. Have y'all still not figured it out that's food yet? Come on, guys. Come on. That guy figured it out. That guy figured it out real quick. He's like, we were fools. I will eat more of those, thank you. And I got a new plant. So technically, I guess I paid for a plant and I got some bloodworms for free.
Nice.
Yeah, it's a rose oh, it's a Rosetta sword. And I'm gonna pop it in this tank right here. Right here. This one. Probably behind the driftwood. I'm thinking.
Angels
Why
will love.
the angels are acting
They
all clowns. I
love.
looked at one's hiding behind the pot.
Hey, there's one of French. There we go. Yes, Rod. Rod was right. Hit the like button, click the button,
Slap the button,
leave
flick the button,
comment,
pinch the button. Do all the buttony things.
slap it,
So I was
dribble it.
talking to smack it around. It likes it rough. I was at my local PetSmart earlier because like it's what I've got close. Um, and they had um they had some gourami, and I was looking at those. They had some angels, and I was looking at those. But then they had some cichlids, and they had convicts, and I was like, no, I don't want those. Um, but they had some of the Johannii
Hi,
cichlids. They were electric blue.
Patrick Blue Johnny. Very, very
Tahani.
beautiful kid. Very,
And they were
like when
cute,
you
but
don't want them.
you could tell they were babies because they were small.
Well, for an African cichlid, they are one of the smaller. I
Oh,
think
they are
they'll max
smaller.
out at about 4.5, maybe 5 inches.
Oh, okay.
And yeah, they're a really neat one. The boys are blue, blue and black. The girls are yellow.
Kind of like
Sadly, sadly
pistos.
out in the market, you don't find too many of the girls.
Yeah, they didn't have any females. It was all males in that tank. And which was kind of sad because like I was like, man, if they had males and females, I might have bought some because they had them for $7.
Yes, Jack Claremont are much more peaceful and more to the liking of what what Miss Strauss is teaching. And
And
they are on the list. Eventually, she will.
but I always love what PetSmart does. Like, nothing wrong with PetSmart. They're a pet store. They're selling pet things and everything. It's cool. But I do find it funny. Like when they have cichlids and like they will label them all as either
Semi-aggressive.
semi-aggressive or community fish. And I'm like, that is not a community fish.
And Jahani is not a community group.
Yeah, it
I
had
don't
a
think I would call it semi-aggressive.
Yeah, it's like you have one tank and you've got to mark as semi-aggressive, but the second tank is marked community fish. It's like you're going to confuse some people because they had two tanks of them.
Well, I suppose you could put him into a community group. And the problem is, it won't remain a community thing.
Oh, they had some tetras. I think they were. I should have taken the pictures of them, but they had some. I'm trying to think if it was Venezuelan, but they
Buenos
had some
Aires,
weird stuff like no, Buenos Aires. That's what it was. And I was like,
you know what?
y'all have never had this stuff before. Like usually it's full of guppies.
Oh yeah, yeah.
It's like
They're gonna be big
guppies and
on
glowfish.
guppies. They're gonna be big on goldfish. They're gonna be big on angelfish. Those are the staples of the fish keeping world. Everyone starts in there.
But then I was also looking because every time we go there they have clown plecos. And I keep telling Fish Nerd if I see them there one more time I'm gonna just buy them. This time they didn't. They had rubber lip plecos.
They're delivering too.
Yeah. I was like,
But they don't eat
man,
out.
yeah. I was like, I don't have a setup ready for that. And I can't believe they're not going after those bloodworms. Are y'all feeling okay? Is everything okay in there? I'm starting to wonder about y'all. Are y'all being camera shy again? Like y'all keep looking up in the sky. What's going on up in there? Is Barrel swatting at y'all
When are you gonna
again?
take care of the duckweed?
It's almost gone. See, it's almost gone. I've got almost gone. I've got to do another water change in here because I was cleaning out the duckweed and you can see like where all the particles were on it. And I was like, maybe next time don't do that just before the stream.
Right.
So yeah, but I did. I scooped some more of
You
that
have
stuff
less
off today.
ducking than I do. Good job.
I can't wait to throw some of these bloodworms in with the apistos later though.
Was that? Yeah. Well, that's Steven.
My super reds are still kind of mad at me. He's still giving me the silent treatment. He's very upset I took his lady away.
I'm get over it.
Yeah. It was better than, death.
Exactly.
I think that one found the bloodworms. He was kind of happy about it. I need to get Mr. Big Guy over here. Come on, you guys, get over here. So I wanted to show Nerd this. Since these guys did come from Fish Nerd and all, let's,
Yeah.
hang on. Let me show you this guy's tail. 'Cause I just noticed. Of course, now I bring the camera over here and you move. Can I get a
Right.
shot of your tail, please? I need a shot of your tail, dude. I'd like to show Fish Nerd your tail. There you go.
Oh, let's see. Wow. Brilliant.
He's like, there, you got my tail. That's all you get. Laney's back there hiding. Like, nope, I saw the camera, I'm running away. Of course, I can name the one angelfish because it doesn't look like the rest of them. Man, all my fish are hiding today.
Oh, mine are too. Yeah, they're hiding in the leaf litter. Maybe I'll see if I can go take the 3 steps over there and see if I can scare them up front a little.
I
Listen,
gave mine treats and they didn't even come out. That's like crazy. Hey, there's Darth Fishiest now. How you doing, Darth? Liam. I wonder if I can. Ooh, can I move this around? Does that work? Whoa! Did I just move the screen around? Okay, I'm still learning how to use Restream, y'all, but it's less buggy than the last time I used it, so that's a plus. And I mean,
hmm.
we'll get those bugs worked out. Your fish are like hardcore hiding.
Oh yeah, that's kind of what they do.
I did
They
break
try,
it. I'm always breaking stuff.
they try to throw some different food at them.
Now I made it full screen. I don't even know how I did that. What did I do here? Okay, there we go. Oh, there's your little fishy guy. It's like, heck yeah, there's food.
That is a tomato.
You know what? I am going to try something here. Oh, that's my volume. Okay, that's your volume. There we go. Okay, can y'all hear us better? Can everyone hear us okay? I guess I should have checked that earlier on. Sorry about that, guys.
I did not do a population genocide
I did. I have
yet.
I have killed everything in a tank. I really did. Killed a lot of brine
I'm
shrimp.
doing that
Fed a lot of brine shrimp too. Last last week I did a whole brine shrimp genocide in my Episto tank because my pistos have been very finicky eaters since I got them. I know they're eating, but they're just not eating as much as I want them to. I'm sure they're fine, but when you don't actually see them eat when you put food in, you get kind of worried. And hey, Andy, um, so yeah, uh, so I decided to hatch a bunch of
But no,
brine shrimp.
these fish I'm
I
trying to show are beta group, kind of like the fancy true betas that you see. Only these are wild type. Where you find them in the wild. Yeah, it's for finger around it. Cooling tank had a big rock slide and everything that's disheveled. Otherwise, I'd be feeling that.
Yep, my epistos ate. They did not eat. Okay, they did not eat my sea monkey colony. They ate the brine shrimp. There is a big difference. Not much in the fact that one is for eating and one is not for eating.
Students have protected staff,
Yes, the sea monkeys are
right?
protected by laws.
Right, shrimp. Um, cattle of the fish world, raised to be
Oh no. Uh, dude, that guy is chunky right there.
Yes, he is. And over. Sorry, honey, in the wild. As far as I know, this hair came straight from the wild.
See, that would be so cool to go and catch like a pair of wild betas, or I guess any fish really would be cool to go and catch yourself. The closest I'm gonna get to go catching some fish is probably down in Florida, unless I want to go catch some minnows out of my local lake. They have a lot of those.
If you get down to Florida into the swamp areas, you could probably find your little instincts.
Oh
With
yeah.
mosquito fish, you will find mollies, you will various other changes, fish, and a whole bunch of escaped non-indigenous invasive species. And nice and some nice nuts. And
Um,
we've got to
let
keep
me
it up.
see if I can give these guys just a few more. Try to get them to, have some dinner at least, you guys. Come on. There you go. There you guys go. Now you know what they are.
Well, you know, they are way to go.
I will take that. Thank you very much. One guy's like, I don't trust that. The last time I ate something, I got moved to another tank.
If you got that. A couple of minutes ago, I had someone trying to sell me some peacock tags. I knew that.
I don't even know if I would be able to. I don't, yeah, I would have to look up and see what a peacock. I've never seen a peacock bass that I know of.
Very, very beautiful picture. Eventually, they did get it introduced in waters around Florida, and they're revered as a sport here.
Oh,
Take your typical largemouth bass and yeah, let them loose in the crayon box and add some more color.
hmm, that is interesting. Okay, there was something
Same
I
as
wanted to ask you about there
okay,
too. So it's obviously getting kind of cold everywhere. Not I don't get as it's not as cold for me as it is for some. So you know, some of my tanks are gonna clearly need heaters, right? Because you know,
I
I don't
tend
want them to get
to,
cold.
unless it's like a goldfish tank or a species that, you know, thrives in cold water, they will always have a heater in the tank, no matter what.
Yeah, because I'm sure
If
my rice fish would be fine.
your rice fish are most likely fine, dried fish are probably okay. Your angels will need a heater. Uh, the cories would benefit from a heater. The whiskers would benefit from a heater. And
So I
even if
need to put
the
heaters
room
in all
temperature
tanks.
doesn't get all that cold, it's nice to have it in there just in case somebody decides to turn the air conditioning on in the middle of the
Hopefully no one does that. But yeah, okay,
okay.
so yeah, I know what I'm doing tomorrow. All the tanks are getting heaters. Well, like okay, like my pistols already had a heater because they like warmer water. Like I knew that from the beginning. You know,
There's a ready heater because I told you that they like warm water.
surprisingly, I do have a thermometer um for to check the water temperature. Uh, and I do it regularly. You know, all summer, like I didn't have to worry about my water temperature because it was like 100 and something degrees here all summer. So
Yeah.
my water was fine. But yeah, like luckily the canister filter I have already has a built-in heater, and the Epistos have a heater just because again I knew they would need one, so I just went ahead and put one in. The only tank that like I know I could probably get away with all winter without a heater is like I said the rice fish tank, but it is a small tank, so that tank's gonna get cold faster. Smaller body of water and all, and bigger body of water takes longer to heat up. So yeah, I do monitor my water. It's just
Reason,
sometimes
fish are adaptive. Fish are kind of like us. You know, we can go from 80-degree weather and, you know, the temperature doesn't change insanely fast. We can handle, 10 below. We don't like it, but we can handle it. And fish are kind of the same way.
My Epistos are always a pissed off. They're always mad about something. They got really aggressive last week. I had leopard danios in the tank with them, and I guess one swam into Mrs. Episto's cave, and she did not like that very much. So she tried to eat him. He got out of her cave, but by the time he did, he was not. Yeah, he was not looking so hot.
I, I have seen that way too often. Do not pet the ostrich. Some of them you can pet, but most of them don't like it. I've seen ostriches take on cats and win.
Mr. Mousey's hand got gotten. Yeah, I tricked my husband into sticking his hand in a cichlid tank. He refused. He refused to like cichlids anymore after that. Now I have cichlids. Hey, only
Got,
Oscars, good to see you.
and you got any those in, then found out that it was different. You know what? I'm going to switch now.
Yeah, let's see how the Julies are doing.
Yeah,
Monday morning, I need to.
I haven't seen the Julies since the rock slide, and I haven't gone in because I was going to be getting all new rocks for them.
Oh,
So yeah, it's kind of a mess, and yeah, there's rocks all over.
oh no. Well, it could always be worse.
Let's see. Okay, turn the laptop so I can see what I'm doing with the camera. How about that?
Man, your water looks like way better than mine right now. It is because I was like shaking the tank up before the stream. I
Yeah.
was like, man, I really gotta
And
stop doing that.
even though she isn't here, look, Juju, Echo Belly.
That is a big old belly.
That is a big old lady belly, and you'll see this one right here. That's a new super red Ludwigia I picked up on the way home.
Oh, that is pretty.
It is. And here, just to make some activity, and we'll throw some food at the guy. You saw me go over and do the other things, and hey, where's ours? And away they go.
I didn't leave my fish outside in the sun as much as Fishner did. That's why his are more active than mine. He actually gave them a solar charge where I didn't. You know, mine need more sunlight. Yeah, I know. I'm really jealous of how clear your tank is. I'm like, dang, man, I really should have changed my water before tonight's stream.
Honestly, for me, that's kind of odd. I think it's because that tank is so overly planted.
Yeah, my poor little plant that I did a cutting of to stick in the tank. He's trying. He's doing his best. He's the little plant that could. See, he's got some new leaves.
Once, it sets out enough roots in the bottom, it should surprise you and suddenly take off. That's it's a nice little cherry stem hydro.
Hmm.
Once they finally feel happy, you can't stop them.
Yeah, because those little leaves just like all because I think it only had like two or three little leaves left on it when I stuck it in there, and they're starting to
Yeah.
grow. So I'm very hopeful.
And
Um,
if you don't pay it any attention for about a week, you'll come back and it'll be like, look, there's a whole plant there now. Ooh, it's the pleco train.
it is the Pleco train. So the I got the sword plant that I'm gonna pop in this bad boy probably after the stream tonight. So your consensus on this one, nerd? What do you think? Should I pot it or just plant it down in the substrate?
That tank has the aqua soil underneath, or with just sand.
No, it's got sand and topsoil.
If there's topsoil under the sand, I'd say you'd be just fine to plop it in.
Okay.
Um, Remember, sword plants are heavy root feeders. They need something to something to feed the roots more
Okay.
than it.
Okay. Then I will do
So
that. We will put that guy.
um, it might actually benefit from being potted. That way you can concentrate, the topsoil and aqua soil mix to just that sword plant.
Um, and then like if I put root tabs in, it's only going to get the root tabs that are in that pot.
Right.
And I do have another pot that's smaller than the one that the um that this one is that the water onions in.
Yeah.
I've got a plant smaller than that, but bigger than the little like the little 1 inch pot. It's kind of between that pot and the other pot.
And what they said it was a rosette sword.
Yes, it's a medium size. It says it's a medium sized sword.
The pot that you have that water onion in is actually, I wouldn't go any smaller than that to that sword plant.
Okay, because let me show you what it says. I was thinking because I actually have the pots right here. Because okay, see, I've got that pot there. This is the small
Yeah.
pot. It's a
Yeah.
little small guy
The
right there.
little 2 inch pot. No, that that's not very good for the sword plant.
And
You want at least
this
a 4
one,
inch.
yeah, this one is smaller than that one back
Yeah.
there. It's twice as big as that one, but half as small as the other one. Yeah. So I may put it in. Yeah, I have to see if I have another pot that size. But yeah, I'm not going to use a little bitty pot on it. That would
I
just
don't.
not.
I see a 4 inch pot is good for a sword plant until it gets huge, and I've had sword plants that would need like an 8 inch or 12 inch pot.
Oh wow,
Those are the fun ones.
that's a big sword plant.
It is. Last time in this in the tank I'm showing now, I had that huge sword that grew out the top and flowered and dotted off. It was beautiful. That one would have needed a 12 inch pot because it went from top to bottom of the 55 and 2 feet out of the top. Garth, he is learning.
Hey, I'm getting there. I have stopped killing plants at least. Yeah,
And
okay.
I tell a lot of people when it comes to why I went to live plants, I love growing things, and aquatic plants are extremely hard to forget to water, which was what usually happened with any of my house plants. I just forget to water. These it's kind of hard to forget that
So let's see what was it. Okay. I did. Okay, the one plant I did kill was it was called a gold ribbon, and it was marked as a semi-aquatic plant. I didn't realize you couldn't plant the whole plant in the tank because it's sold with the rest of the aquarium plants at PetSmart. Again, PetSmart, their labeling, it didn't
And if you
exactly
don't pay
have.
attention at PetSmart, yeah, you get those terrarium plants, and they are
They,
semi-aquatic. And semi-aquatic plants look nice in a tank for a little while. I put I put together a presentation on planet tanks that I called "Growing Underwater Tomatoes." What does it take to grow a tomato underwater? A lot of work.
oh yeah,
And you can grow a tomato underwater for about 3 days.
I kind of want to set up an aquarium with like the hydroponic top
Yep,
and oh god, and plant like some herbs in it. Yeah, get like a hydroponic kit
exactly.
because I mean you could grow basil, like you could grow all kinds of herbs out of the top of an aquarium. It'd be great.
You would be surprised what I've seen people grow out of the tops of the aquariums. Everything from tomatoes, peppers to sweet potatoes, lettuce.
I, I tried to get sweet potato slips to start growing out of my aquarium. That didn't work. That didn't go so well. But I did get some pothos growing
Oh,
out of two of my
potatoes go
aquariums.
beautiful.
And they're starting to vine. So I'm
Yep.
hoping over the winter I'll have that stuff going everywhere.
Yeah, I picked up on the lines of the pothos. I want to say Monsteraria or something on those lines.
Oh, yeah, the Monstera plant.
Yes,
See, I want to get, they have a mini version of that, a mini Monstera, and I really want to get one of those.
they work just as good as the pothos. No, pothos.
Well, do you want shrimp or fish tacos, Darth? No, okay, only Oscars. Actually, with my pothos, I haven't really needed to add more lights, but I have the type of lights where they're not under the lid, they're actually above the tank kind of thing. And the pothos is actually getting light from that. So depending on how your lights are on your aquariums, you may not actually need more lighting.
And honestly, pothos is a low light plant. So you just dangle the root ends in a tank and let the let the leaves and everything vine across the room, up the wall, around the corner, and the ambient light during the day is plenty for it.
Yeah. And if you were going to grow some sage out of your aquarium, because I found out this summer that my sage did not like direct sunlight, you could probably grow some sage out of the top of
Yep,
your aquarium with no
yep.
problems, like no extra light needed. I'm not 100% sure about that, but I know the sage I put out in the sun kind of was like, oh no, it did not like that at all. I decided to try to start a plant apocalypse in Georgia again. Grabbed a bunch of wild sage and brought it home. Yeah.
And I bet you could even grow a clipping of the rose beast in the top of your tank.
That's actually, I've been wanting to see if I could at least get it to root,
Oh,
like get the cuttings to root in the aquarium, and I bet you I could.
they will almost guarantee you can.
And again, I do need to go get the bamboo out of my friend's yard and start putting it in the tank.
Yes, cats and pothos are not necessarily the best thing.
Yeah.
I still remember the pothos I had early on down in the fish room. Started off with a 6-inch clipping and ended up what I measured 12 foot long. Went across about 4 tanks. That's about 16 foot.
Well, Quiz, the shark is probably not here tonight.
Shark is not here. Salmon is in the freezer yet. The porpoise, uh, salmon's in the freezer on porpoise. Tonight we have angelfish and plecos. Lancing an Oscar tank. Yeah, that's a disaster waiting to happen. You see, the last Oscar I had moved a rock the size of a bowling ball across the tank just because he wanted to.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah. My little plants up front, I may actually be, um, you know, digging those guys out because I've noticed the the angelfish they keep destroying it.
well, they are little cracks. They're hardy little things, and you really don't want to move cricks around too much because they, you get the crick melt when you move them.
Yeah, that's kind of the only reason I haven't moved them is like I already got them. They were melting when I put them in, and
Yep.
they just started to grow again. And I'm like, well, I'm just hopefully the angelfish don't eat them, but they do. Anytime a snail lays an egg on a leaf, they
Right.
go and they just like attack
Yeah,
the leaf.
they'll pick on them. They'll beat them up, but the cricks take care of themselves pretty good. Pretty resilient. Look, here come the lawn fins up to play.
Oh, you got pleco babies everywhere in there.
Oh yeah.
Oh, you know what? Let's see if we can check in over here on the new quarries and see what they are doing. And then we'll wrap the stream up in just a
Okay.
few because it is getting close to that time.
I see my colleagues are coming out to chill up.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Let's see if I can. And of course, I hit the light and everyone hides. They're like,
Well, of
no!
course. Of
They're like,
course.
why did you do that? I should have brought them a snack. All right, y'all, hang on one
Well, big
second. Bring
female
them
is
snack.
really running everybody off.
Mhm.
Good thing I found her a boyfriend today, too.
All right. Ah, move everything around real quick and
Well, of
set
course.
the light up. All right. Whee!
We can handle the list.
I do not follow college football.
I don't follow it too much myself, even.
Night, Darth.
Good night, guys. Oh, yes, they are. Good.
All right. Now, my little Danios are probably going to come in and steal all of the food because they like to do that.
Of course, that's what Daniels do.
They're like, food? That's probably all for me, right?
Well, you do want to get them all fattened up and reconditioned to try try to spawn them again.
That is true.
You don't know if we got any eggs from the first attempt yet.
Yeah, hopefully by this time next week we will know. And if we don't, I will just, come out and try it again.
Well, if if they are in there and they hatch, you should be able to start seeing them. I would say Friday, next
Yeah,
Friday.
I have one lonely snail left out of my snail brood. Well, I still have two blue ones, but they are not in this tank anymore.
They are in protected status as well.
Yes, they are in protective custody in a tank across the room. This little guy's just, living out his days with the ram's horns. Throw them another pile of wormies in here. And maybe the Corys will get some this time. They're like, whoa, food.
She's trying to, she got a hold of those long-fin leopard Danios, and he kind of decided to give a shot at breeding those. We had him in a egg scatterer little tub for a few days, and then returned him back to regular community bank life to recover, recondition before try it again.
Need to see if I can get this camera just a hair closer. So maybe we can All right, yeah. Let me see if I can get this little closer here. Wee. Sorry, doing a scoot here. All right. See, look at my little babies. They've gotten so big.
Yes, yes. Oh, actually, they good. I thought I saw one over on the left that looked to be longfin.
Yes, that's my little long pin. I think it's a little long pin girl. I could be wrong. It's kind of too early to tell at the moment because they're still babies. But yeah, I have one medium, one short, and one long fin chocolate, and then one short fin albino, and then the two long fin albinos, Mrs. Whiskers and um, Spot. We don't know if Spot is male or female. Okay. Um,
Oh, let's see what that was. That was unusual.
Bye, Mip. I'll see you later.
Have a good day, Mippet.
Okay, there's my little albino guy. I was hoping he would pop out before we ended the stream so you could see him because he was smaller than the other ones I put in here, and he is now bigger than the rest of them. Okay,
Yeah.
well, Miss Corey, could you please move out of the way? Could you please stop blocking him? It's like, come on.
Oh,
Yeah, see how
yeah,
big he's gotten?
gotten quite big.
Yeah, he got huge the minute I put the other two long fins in there. The two older ones, I don't know what it is, but he was the one that just automatically just blew up. And
And
only
albinos
Oscars.
tend to grow a little slower than browns.
That's what I was saying. I was like, how did you end up growing faster than the chocolates? I haven't
Oh,
seen a
well,
longfin Oscar, but I bet that's
oh, I've
really
seen them. They are beautiful. Regular Oscar or tiger or red or I think we did, Grace.
normally that doesn't happen, but yeah, sorry. That was a lot of spam on the screen. It's fine. It's fine. Um, yeah. There's my little long pin Danios. They're those are really pretty. I'd never seen a leopard Danio before. I've only ever seen the oh my goodness gracious.
Oh,
Where's
red
Fizz when you need
longfin.
him? Where'd the little fishy go? Where'd you go, buddy? He's like, I've got my bloodworm.
I see
He's
him
like,
there.
no one can take it away from me. It's bigger than I am, but I'm gonna eat it, damn it. I am gonna eat this
Typical
bloodworm. No one
guppy.
can have it. Poor little guppy. That poor food is bigger than he is.
Typical guppy.
Like, that's the whole
Mm,
size of your body. He finally let it go. Poor guy. He's like, they're gonna take my food. Oh,
mm. Then you're gonna talk me into wanting to get Oscars again. I don't
one day I will be able to have a tank big enough to get Oscars. Mr. Mousey probably won't be happy about that, but you know,
I've been
maybe
fighting
I can
the urge
hide
to
it.
get Oscars.
All right, y'all. Well, nerd, we have hit that hour mark, and
You've hit
I
the hour
am
mark.
gonna wrap it up for tonight. And I
Unless,
will
unless
hopefully,
somebody wants us to go longer, no reason. I'm running out of things to chat about, yak about.
yeah, and I would go show everyone the Epistos right now, but Mr. Mousey kind of fell asleep about 30 minutes ago, and he sounds like a, Sasquatch when he's sleeping. Snores like one, two. So, you don't want to hear that. That's kind of loud. Sounds like there's a monster.
Yeah, but I think the epistles will be much more enjoyable to watch if we are correct and they are sitting on eggs.
Yeah,
June says go longer.
but we can go for a little longer.
No, we can go for it.
Yeah, this poor little tank. This was one of my tanks that crashed a while back, and slowly it's kind of like recovering from it. My snails didn't really recover from it. My guppies never really bounced back from it either. Uh, so my cories are doing fine in here, though. My cories and my plecos and my danios are doing okay. But
Now, were you going to move Mr. Whiskers in here with his cave of wigglers, or were you going
I'm
to
not
move?
sure. I think I'm gonna
move
move him into the 5 gallon
okay.
and let them come out of there this time, and then after the next batch, I'm gonna put them in there and see if we can get them. Yeah, just let them start hatching out in here after that because I kind of want to see how many was in that first batch of eggs
Yes.
because she was really ready to lay them. She was so fat.
Oh,
My poor little Corys need to get rid of some of their eggs too. They're like, oh, we're so, you know, they are real plump.
yes, I can see that. Well, as I keep saying, you work hardest for the first spawn quarries, and then after that, they just start surprising you. But it is quite possible. Yeah, just let them go and let them surprise us.
Yeah. And I'm also hoping maybe giving them some bloodworms and doing another cold water change tomorrow will, kick some of them in gear. My new little guys are doing good though. My
Yes,
5 new little baby guys that I got in there. I was really surprised because when I first got my group of Corys, I had two separate groups, and one of the groups completely died off, and then the tank crashed. And I think out of the whole group of 20 Corys I ended up with, I had five left. Just five little guys.
every good fish keeper has a batch of baby fleckles. Oh, and there's Blondie on the back.
Yep, she has been enjoying her time in here. Her fins are looking tons better now. Especially her tail fin and her dorsal. Um, Mr. Whiskers was not very nice with the way he was throwing her in that cave.
No, they rarely are.
Yeah, it's like this is her spa treatment. It's like you can just recoup in here for a little while. The only pleco that is using the cave in this tank is that one baby short fin albino. The other babies use the at for their cave, and Blondie usually stays behind the sponge filter, and the other longfin hides under the piece of wood right in the front.
which we were hoping was a male longfin, but
It was marked as a male,
right,
and I should have looked better at the whiskers. That should have been the biggest sign because I didn't notice it till we got home that those whiskers were just around his lip.
yeah, well, and even then, when they're
Yeah,
still young, it is hard to tell
yeah.
unless you have raised up at least 10 batches, and yeah, then you start learning and get an eye for body shape indicators between male and female, and even then,
Yeah, even then it's hard.
yeah,
So,
right.
but man, yeah, I do. Those little Danios are just so adorable.
Oh, Halianas, yes, they will breed all over. I think the Paliatus are the second easiest Cory to breed. First easiest being the Aeneas, or bronze, or albino.
I did start to buy a few albinos to throw in here tonight too. But again, it's like what they had a few fish in the tanks at the pet store that just didn't look so great. So I was like, I'm gonna skip getting any fish from here for now because I knew I didn't have like a quarantine situation set up for them.
And your best bet is to wait for next club meeting and auction. Jeff, good to see you. Good to see you.
Yeah, there has been a few times naming my fish has come back to bite me in the butt. I've learned to stop naming the fish after people, as we found out with Darth Fishius. But to be fair, that fish did look like him. I mean,
Yeah,
it was a spot on for his avatar. Like it was totally accidental. But yeah,
generally keep too many fish to even start naming. I might number them.
and like and with the guppies, like some of them you can name because they do have different colorations and stuff. And like Darth Fishius, he had a personality. He was always fighting everyone. It has
I
been a busy stream.
suppose I could sit down and give every fish a name, but then it gets way too busy. You know, instead of walking over saying good night, fish, then you gotta say good night to Bob and Joe and Mary and Susie and
Ma and Paul, John Boy.
John Boy. Good night, John Boy.
Oh. But like definitely like any of the pairs that I have that are breeding, like Mr. and Mrs. Whiskers, they were easy to name because
Right.
they were together. Oh yeah, and there was the baby Teresa that was born on Teresa's birthday. That was great. We're having a live stream for Teresa on her birthday, and baby Teresa just pops out on the screen. I was like, oh man, the baby was born on her birthday. It happened again a couple of weeks, or about a week or so ago, maybe 2 weeks ago now. I was doing a morning stream, and I thought it was a moth that had flown in front of the screen, and it was actually one of my formosas had given birth, and it was a baby fish that had
Right
shot
there,
across the tank.
midstream, baby Lee Skilly born.
Hmm.
I was there too.
You were. I did. I thought for sure. I was like, dang it. I was like, tell me we have fruit flies again. Or moths or any of them. Because at the end of summer, like the flies, all like the fruit flies, the flies, the moths, they're all trying to come inside because it's getting cold. And I was like, no, not again. Well, y'all, my throat is starting to get sore again. And I am gonna have to go ahead and wrap it up now. But me and Nerd will be back next Saturday if Nerd's not busy and wants to hang out with me.
I should be
And
around, and I'll keep
all
coming
right.
back until somebody says, I shouldn't.
Well, you're always welcome, Nerd.
And now I'm
You
waiting
know
for
that.
somebody in chat to say no.
Oh, you're always invited. You know that.
Like,
um, and I am gonna start trying to do the Monday through Thursday streams again this week. It's just it was a rough week last week, and I'm still not
spring
quite
bug,
feeling 100%. But oh yeah.
Japanese beetle, fighting little
Mhm.
bastards.
I hate them, man. They're everywhere around here right now. All right, y'all. Well, we will be back next week, and I hope y'all have a great night and sleep well if you're going to sleep, or have a great day if it's morning for you. But we will see y'all later.
Happy fishing dreams, everyone.
Happy fishing.